Hello everybody, welcome to this video. My name is Christian Bolt and I currently live in Iowa City, Iowa. My goal is to make a video about every single state park in Iowa, and in this video I traveled 30 minutes north from Iowa City to Lake McBride State Park. Lake McBride is located 30 minutes north of Iowa City. Simple directions to get here. If you're from Iowa City, you just have to go up north up to Solon, and in Solon, you start seeing signs to get to the Lake McBride State Park. At the time of this recording, Lake McBride State Park opens at 6 a.m. and closes at 10 p.m. Normal hours are around 4:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. You can swim at the state park, but you cannot swim near the dam or near the falls. It's over a $100 fine if you do, so I would just watch out and not jump into the water like these kids did. This state park is definitely pet friendly. I've seen a lot of dogs already. Coming into the park, there is a little information stand. If you're looking for any extra pamphlets within state parks in Iowa, or just looking for some information of Lake McBride State Park itself, they do have pamphlets available and a map displaying most of the park. This state park has 2 campgrounds that you can camp at. You do have to register for these, and I would recommend going online. I did try to do a phone call and see how long that would take, and it ended up taking me a full hour to just get in contact with somebody, so I would definitely recommend just going through the website if possible.
The 2 campgrounds are very different from each other. The northern campground, also called the modern campground, is going to be fairly close to most of the trails and attractions, with mostly level sites, with amenities such as electric hookups, a fireplace, and a picnic table, for $16 a night. There are also $19 a night sites that also have sewer and water hookups. This is where you'd camp if you were using a trailer or RV, because in this campground there is also a dumping station, a building dedicated for showers, and a full restroom. In my opinion, these are very well maintained and cleaned with good lighting. Although they offer a lot, these sites are quite close to each other, and if you have a larger RV or trailer, it could be difficult to get out using the roundabout at the ends of the campsite roads. So I'd recommend coming out the way that you came in. Then there's the southern campground, also called the primitive campground. It's where you'll find mostly tent campers and a pretty nice spot for fishing, complete with a spot to clean what you catch. These sites are all grass bed sites with a picnic table and a fire pit for each. The campsites are quite spacious without much privacy. If you're looking for the best chances of having privacy and space, I recommend their site 48 or 49, since those are the only ones that are next to the woods and away from most of the others. Staying at this campground is $9 a night, and it's a pretty good distance away from most of the action of the park, making it much more relaxing and peaceful in comparison. There are no showers at these sites, but there is a restroom. The lights inside are very dim, so using a flashlight is recommended, but still just optional. And just like the modern campgrounds, this is very well maintained.
All campgrounds and campsites are first come first serve, and that includes RV and tent sites. This campground also has a lot of picnic spots that can be reserved for parties and events, and for renting those, it is also available on the website. All the links for the website and anything that I mentioned is going to be down in the description, including their phone number, so if you want to give them a call and ask them questions yourself, even though they might take a while to answer, you can get those answered down there. I'm also able to answer a couple of obscure questions if you have any, and you can leave your question down in the comments. I will always get back to those comments. When reserving your campsite, make sure that when you're reserving your date that you know that's the date that you're coming here, because the cancellation fees can really rack up. It's $5 to cancel your site, and it's also $5 if you want to change your date. So just make sure that you're going to be coming on the day that you're coming. If you try to cancel over the phone, and it's an extra $2 on the cancellation fee, which is just ridiculous, especially if you have to wait an hour to just get on the phone with anybody. My favorite thing about Lake McBride State Park is it has a lot of nice trails to walk on, and it does have one major feature that you can take a lot of good pictures with. I will say that the pictures that you get down at the falls near the dam are going to vary, but depending on the time of year that you come. During the fall, when the water levels are lower, the waterfall looks a lot more impressive than it does in the summer, like today. I have some photos that I took of a couple last fall, and they turned out fantastic. The falls look impressive in those photos. Today, it's just not the same. If you're planning on hiking here, the trails are pretty easy. You're not going to find anything that's really steep in elevation. Everything just kind of slowly goes up and down as you're going on the trail. Though there are a lot of up and down trails, there are a lot of trails that are not up and down. There is a hiking path near the side of the lake that just kind of weaves back and forth along the shore. And I do recommend that one over most of them just because that's going to be the most beautiful trail and the most rewarding because you do come up to the dam at the end of it. This is the only place where you can really put a boat out onto the water and just enjoy it. This is the biggest lake around Iowa City. So if you're looking for a place to put your boat out onto the water and start doing something, this is going to be the place to do that. It's just, if you're going to do that, some people are here just to do some hikes and walking, so just don't blast your music too loud. If I had a boat, this would be an even better place for me to come, but just as it is, this is a pretty busy park. It's the closest to Iowa City, and it's the most popular lake park that there is in Iowa.
You're not completely out of luck if you don't have a boat as well. They do have a boat rental nearby that rents canoes, pontoons, and paddle boats.
So just make sure that when you're coming here, you're acknowledging that there's going to be a lot of people around and that you're not going to be completely secluded. That might be a benefit to you, but for others that are just looking for a lot of seclusion from society, that's probably not the best thing that you're looking for. One nice part about it being a popular park is most, if not all, the roads here are very well maintained. Other than some sharp turns coming into the campgrounds, the boat landing, and coming up near the parks where you can find the dam really easily, it's going to be a smooth and beautiful drive up into these spots. And this seems like a classic place to just ride your motorcycle around or just take out that classic car that you have and just ride around for a few hours. Some of the essentials if you're just coming for the day or if you're camping is bug spray. There are a lot of tiny gnats that are flying around, even around me right now with some bug spray on me. But I do recommend bringing bug spray. I recommended bringing something to drink, keep yourself hydrated. And I do recommend bringing sunscreen because even though most of the spots are shaded somewhat like this, there are a lot of wide open spots that you could definitely get a sunburn pretty quickly, especially out on the dam. If you have any more questions about the topics that I didn't go over, you can leave it down in the comments. I will get back to you sooner or later, or you can just go to their website, which is down in the description, and see for yourself whether or not something is allowed. You can also give this number a call. I know that's kind of weird for me to say, but this is the state park's number, so you can also just call them direct. If you got the information that you were looking for in this video, please give it a like because that helps this video get to more people that are looking for the same information. And also, if you do end up coming to Lake McBride State Park, please let me know your experience down below. I'd love to hear about it. Thank you for watching this video. I do plan on going to tons more state parks in the future, so please subscribe and you'll be able to see where I go next. Thank you.